singing, it kind of forces you to go into things in your life that you would never have even thought to go, because they wouldn't have revealed themselves to you, you know? I used to get a hoarse voice speaking from just like 10 minutes, but I thought it was normal because it's always been like that since I was a kid. I just always feel hoarseness. And I just like, oh, maybe that's just how you feel when you talk. I never thought like it shouldn't feel like that. And then when I started singing, I noticed I didn't get the hoarseness singing, only when talking. And then I realized, I mean, at first I did, but like later when I got better at singing, I didn't get the hoarseness, but I'd still get it through speaking. And that's when I realized, oh, there's something going on with my speaking voice. So I would have never found that. I could have gone my whole life speaking if I never learned singing. Could have gone my whole life speaking that way. And just like, you become 80 years old and you're still sitting there going, oh, it's normal. So you spend your whole life and you haven't grown at all, you know? Yeah. You can hold on to like dogmas or false beliefs that you never explored. I mean, there's some people. There's one guy in this group. When he joined, I think he was 47, and he emailed me before he joined, and he said, "I'm 47. I can't even reach middle C. I just always thought like, you can't learn to sing at my age. Can't learn to expand your range. It's too late." And I said, "No, you can." And he was like, "Oh, really?" Like he just didn't know. You know, you lived that long of a life and just never thought it's possible. He'd always been stuck on middle C, and he just never thought like, oh, like, is it even possible? I don't know. I had the same thing, man.
That also might stem partly from just the fact that so many people say, well, you have this voice that you're born with, and you can't, you know, you're stuck in this range, and that's it. And that seems to be a super common thing.
Do you know how I actually even got into singing? I had a friend online when I was 15. This was 2001. I remember this so clearly. I remember him sending me a file. I don't know how we got talking about it, but he was like, "Oh, I sometimes like to sing." And I was like, "Oh, you can sing?" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he sent me a clip. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good." And then he said like, "Oh yeah, I've been practicing." And I was like, "Oh, you can practice singing?" Like I never even thought you could practice it. I didn't even know. And it's like, yeah, you practice it and you get better at it. I'm like, oh really? Like you can get better at it if you practice? Like I just thought like you have to be born with a singer, right? It's the day he told me that, I was trying to practice my voice. I was like, oh shit, you can actually practice it. I didn't know that. Of course I didn't know what I was doing, but like it opened up that belief. I didn't even know it was something you could do. It's funny. I mean, I was only 15, but like before that, I didn't even consider that it could be something I could learn. I mean, I tried to do singing when I was a kid, but I was like, oh yeah, I can't sing. So, you know, can't sing. And then that was the end of it, right? It's weird because it's like, I think that's one of the only crafts where people think you can't learn it.